We've got a new Grand Theft Auto 6 leak that I believe is 100% real. Let's go ahead and dive into it. This was actually found the other day, and it was posted on LinkedIn as a Rockstar Games developer actually had this on their profile page. And I don't think they were supposed to have it on there, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is what it says. Graphics programmer, Rockstar Games, permanent full-time. They were there from February 2020 to April 2023. So 3 years and 3 months in Oakville, Ontario. And for those of you guys that don't know, Rockstar Games does have a studio in Oakville, Ontario. That is Rockstar Toronto. And while it's not one of their main offices like Rockstar North in Edinburgh, Scotland, or Rockstar New York in downtown Manhattan, it still is a major studio that definitely was working on Grand Theft Auto 6. And this developer in particular was working on Grand Theft Auto 6 as they took lead on the next generation procedural breakable glass system for vehicles and props, was responsible for designing tools for production to capture in-game footage with extra details from our rendering system, and fixed and improved various rendering systems. So the big thing we need to take away from this is that first line up at the top, and that is took lead on the next generation of procedural breakable glass system for vehicles and props. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's actually going to be so cool. So if you go back to previous Grand Theft Auto titles, even Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2, glass does break. Like if you, for example, are robbing a vehicle and you bust out the window, but that's only one single animation. And same if you end up shooting the windshield out of a car. Yes, there will be bullet holes and cracks where you ultimately shot, but it's a tiered system. After a certain number of bullets, it ultimately just cracks and breaks. It isn't dynamic and it doesn't react to different things in the world or different objects. Well, it looks like now this is going to be a huge system in Grand Theft Auto 6, and we've already seen it a couple of times in the trailers that Rockstar Games have put out too. So if we go back to trailer number 1, I actually think we can see this several times. For example, I think we can see it right here in this social media clip for Lucha Libre fan, Neighborhood Watch, Don't Play Around, and Hamlet. This is the dual hammer lady. You can actually see in the background in that vehicle, she's actually already messed it up. Those aren't bullet holes. Those are repeated hits from both sides of a hammer. You can see kind of on the passenger side, there's more of like smaller hits. And then on the driver's side, there's one massive conglomerate of hits where it looks like this crazy hammer lady was finally able to do some damage. So you can see that that is an example of what that developer was working on, how the glass and the damage that was received to it is completely dynamic based on what object interacts with it. We also see this in another shot. This is in a Weasel news clip, No Overturning Zone. Cop arrests man who flipped his car after Pee-wee's Dine and Dash. You guys can see on the road, there is shattered glass everywhere. You can see that there's big chunks, small shards, and it's scattered all over the road in various parts. And it all is because this car overturned and flipped, leading to a lot of the windows and possibly even the windshield shattering. So those were the examples that I was able to find in trailer number 1. I also think we were able to see a little bit of it in trailer number 2. Now, again, we don't know everything about the glass dynamic braking system. We just know that this individual described it for vehicles and props. So if you have found any more examples of this, please do let us know in those comments down below. But I was really only able to see it in this one shot right here of Lucia firing a grenade launcher out the back of this, I don't even know what it is, military vehicle or normal truck. But you can see in the vehicle that she's in, look at the way the glass is breaking along the edge. It's only hanging on by the sides, meaning the center has been completely blown out. And you can see all the other glass pieces sort of shattered along the interior of the car as well. And even if we look at the police vehicles that are being blown up as well, you can kind of see some glass fragments flying from that as well that just sort of almost come out of nowhere. So again, I think we've seen a couple of examples of this already in the GTA 6 trailers. I haven't looked at the individual screenshots, but I'm sure there could be a couple examples of that too. But either way, this is super cool, and it just goes to show you how realistic everything is going to be in this game and all the details that are going into it and just how absolutely mind-blowing this thing is going to look. Essentially, procedural glass means that every crash is going to look unique. What Rockstar is basically doing is they're swapping default canned animations for real-time physics. This is a massive jump that we haven't seen before. So these Vice City chases and Vice City interactions are about to be absolutely legendary. Now, why I believe this leak is 100% real is this graphics programmer who worked for Rockstar Games, which we're not going to name because they're already probably going to be in serious trouble. For those of you guys that don't know, when Rockstar Games developers work for Rockstar, they have to sign a lifetime NDA, meaning they're not allowed to talk about the things they've worked on or have even accomplished, even after their time is up or after the game is out. Rockstar don't want their secrets out there. The details have now been removed. So now if you go to that individual's LinkedIn page, it just says this. Again, the same details, when they've worked for Rockstar, what they did. But instead of outlining the details of what they did, it just says Grand Theft Auto 6. And weirdly enough, they've changed it from Grand Theft Auto the number 6 to Grand Theft Auto the Roman numeral 6. Again, not sure why they decided to make that change, but they did remove all the details. However, we were able to find out before it was removed what they were working on, and it's just crazy that it seems like almost an entire development team, at least a small portion of it, was dedicated to just glass breaking system. If that doesn't show you how incredible this game is going to be, I don't know what will. And really quickly, as I was editing this video, I did actually find another example of this. I went back and I looked through the Rockstar Games updated GTA 6 website that came out when Trailer 2 was released. And this clip of Raul Batista, you can see in the very beginning, there's some glass that's exploding and breaking right above his left shoulder. And it looks like he's even reacting to it happening as well. You can see his face sort of squinting up, almost like shielding his eyes from the glass exploding. You can see all the particles just disappearing and then also appearing on the ground as well in little piles. Those are not there at the start of the clip, but then appear once the glass is completely shattered on the ground. So again, another amazing example. If I happen to find any more, I will definitely be sure to let you guys know. But do let me know what you think in those comments down below about this leak. I think it's 100% real, considering the LinkedIn profile page was updated within hours of this coming out. And it just goes to show you how incredible of a game Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be when it does come out in hopefully just a few short months on November 19th, 2026. But again, let me know what you think in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.